Hi friends, this is the song Fragrance of Fire by Minister Dunsin. The song is done originally in the key of C. Yeah, I will still be breaking down the same song in the key of F sharp. Yeah, so let me first do it in the key of C and then the F sharp. Yeah, so this is the breakdown. Fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. You see? Fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. What the response to my worship? Fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. And then, yeah, so this is the progression. 6, and then rose up to the Father. 1, and then to your 4, and then to the 2. So that the progression for that part. Fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. So that part we have the 6, the basic progression. 6, and then to the 1, and then 4, and then to the 2. Yeah, so this is how I'm voicing my 6. So to your 1, you can add the 7. Fragrance of my worship, you see? Yeah, 7, which is this. You can add it to your 1. So it will be something like this. Fragrance of my worship, and then rose up to the Father, you see? Rose up to the Father, and then we have the 4, which I'm voicing it like this. And then what the response to my worship? We have the 2, which is this. And then, so you can add this passing chord to your 6. Yeah. To your 6. So let me do it again. Fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. And then, what the response to my worship? You see? Fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. So this 1, and then 4. So you can increase it. And then to your 2. Yeah. Yeah. And then there, on your left, this is a flat 6. And then on the right side, yeah, fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. And then what the response to my worship? Yeah, so that's the first part. And then the next part, we have this part. First is the fragrance, you see? Turn to fire. And then my worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. See? First is the fragrance. So still we have the 1. First is the fragrance. Turn to fire. 2. My worship is my weapon. So you can play your 5. This is how, you see? This is how we win my battles. 1. So first is the fragrance. On your left, you can play the 3. Turn to fire. 2. My worship is my weapon. So I prefer playing the 7. You instead of the 5, which is it. My worship is my weapon. Yeah. Fast fringes. You see? You can voice it like this. 2. My worship is my weapon. This is how we my battles. Back to 1. Fast fringes. 1. And learn to fire. 2. And then my worship is my weapon. 7 or 5. This is how we my battles. So that's the second part. And then the next part. This is how win. You see? This is how win. This is how win. You see? Let me do it again. This is a win. 6. This is a win. 4. This is a win. And then 2 1. 6. 2. And then 2 1. Let me do it again. This is a win. 4. This is a win. You see? So we have the 6. This is a win. 4. This is a win. 1. 6. 2. And then 2 1. So let me do it again. This is a win. 6. Win. 4. This is a win. 2 1. 6. 2. So you can change the inversion. Yeah. This is a win. This is a win. Yeah. And now in the key of F sharp. You see. Up to the Father. What the response to my worship? Branches of my worship. You see? 6, which is this. So you play your 6, the progression still remains. Okay. So you play your 7 to your 1. Yeah. So let me do it again. Branches of my worship rose up to the Father. See? 4. This is 4. What the response to my worship? So this is the passing chord to your 6. Yeah. So let me do that again. Branches of my worship rose up to the Father. So this is 1. This is 2. Yeah. So there's 6. Rose up to the Father. What the response to my worship? Yeah. And then the next part. Fast is the fragrance. Turn to fire. 2. My worship is my weapon. You see? This is how we my battles. You see? Fast is the fragrance. So 1. And then on your left you play the 3. Turn to fire. 2. My worship is my weapon. So you can play your 7 or the 5, but I love using the 7, which is the C sharp major. My worship is my weapon. Yeah. Fast it up, free chance, you see. Turn to fire. 2. This is the chord. My worship is my weapon. If you are to play the 5, this is the chord. This is how I win my battles. 1. Fast it up, free chance. Turn to fire. 2. My worship is my weapon. Okay. This is how I win my battles. And then the next part. This is how win. And this is how win. So that part. This is how win. 6. This is how win. 4. This is how win. And then to the 1. 6. And then 2. And then back to 1. Yeah. This is how win. This is how win. See? 6. 2. And then to 1. So it's that simple movement. Remember to join my ongoing piano lessons on WhatsApp. See you in the next